anti-SJW types, anti-woke types. I don't call them right-wingers anymore because there's no such thing as a right-winger. A right-winger is someone for small government, and those people don't really exist anymore. Anti-woke people have a disease, and your disease is every time something happens that makes left-wingers mad, you get very excited, and you jump up and down and go, look, the left-wingers are mad. Isn't this great? First it was, look, Trump is making these people mad. Isn't this awful? Isn't this cool? Left-wingers are liberal tears, right? And then it was the trucker protests in Canada. All these left-wingers are so mad. Now it's, Elon Musk is buying Twitter. All the left-wingers are mad. Look, AOC's mad. Isn't this great? She's mad.
Yeah, I've noticed this a lot. People only care about making the left-wing people mad and, oh, look how stupid you are. And it's like they're always reactive. They're not proactive like the left-wing people. They're actually going out there and causing these things. And then the right side is like, oh, let's just see how they react to this. And this is funny and they're stupid.
Yeah, that's facts. I think he makes this point later in the video about how the left has pretty much won everything. And it's the truth. It's because just the point you just mentioned, they're very, very proactive, great salesmen. They're better than the right wing at practically everything, getting the people's attention, getting things done. Right wing, like he's mentioned, is just pretty much they would rather sit back and watch the left wing's mad than actually get things done.
Yeah, and I totally relate to it because back when I was super into this politics stuff and reading every day in the news, and I remember going on Reddit, going to the politics subreddit just to get angry and mad and like, oh, you guys are so stupid. Like, thank God I never commented or replied to any of them. But like if any news story hit about some, left-wing person doing something stupid, I'd be like, okay, where's this article? And what are they saying about it? And the excuses they're making. And I remember it's the biggest waste of time. But that's what like my life wasn't super fulfilling or I wasn't doing so many stuff outside of it. So it was like an escapism for me. Like, oh, these people are dumb. I'm right. I'm the really smart one. And let's laugh at them.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Everybody wants to feel like they're right. And we get pleasure when we see finally that, oh, okay, look, it's being proven that we're right, whatever. I'm really glad that he made this point because I think this needs to get out more that who cares, right? Who cares that these people are mad? Who cares that you're right? It only matters when you're actually doing something about it.
Now, you can't defeat them politically because they already took over. Left-wingers have won every decade I've been alive. I'm 50, so my entire life I have watched right-wingers get defeated and left-wingers win. You lost a culture war about 15 years ago. You lost the colleges, you lost the media, you lost big tech, you lose and you lose and you lose and you lose, and all you have left is, well, let's make them mad. Let's all jerk off on our keyboards about how mad the left-wingers are. When you spend time jerking off about how mad left-wingers are, about a war you already lost, you are spending time away from what you should be doing. What should you be doing with your time? Instead of saying, look, the left-wingers are mad. Look at this tweet. Here's what you should be doing. You should be building your Alpha 2.0 location-dependent business. Number one, you should be setting up a international backup plan at a bare minimum. Even better, you should be moving out of the collapsing Western world like I did. Notice that people who jerk off so much about how left-wingers are mad about this new thing are not doing any of these things. All they're doing is sitting on their keyboards, jerking off, and getting all excited about, look at all these left-wingers mad that Elon Musk is going to buy Twitter now, and now everything's going to be great.
Talks about collapsing Western world. Like, what do you mean? What do you think he means by that?
Through this phone, through this internet, the globalization is that our perfect life that we could buy a home and 2 cars with 1 income and have 5 kids is like going away, right? I think as we saw with the thing that happened last 2 years is when the adversity hits the Western world, like shit collapses. Like Italy was crazy with the lockdowns. I see in Europe all the time, these people are not making much money. Like they're surviving like monthly, and yes, the Euro lifestyle is very nice and they still live a good life, but it's heavily subsidized by the government, which is also the United States taxpayers. We pay for all their military so they can have all these social programs. They can live in this little utopia that's been cut off from everywhere else in the world. So when he talks about these kind of things, I can see it because look at the student debt people have, look at the money they're making. Like you used to be able to afford a home, even 10 years ago off a decent salary. Now the prices are through the roof. It's like this life that we were living on easy mode for so long with the dollar being so dominant is starting to like show its cracks. And I think we're lucky because we still have this U.S., military. I think we have the CIAs and there's people that have a lot in stake for, the USA being the global powerhouse and keeping the dollar as strong as it is. But the time is coming now where things are looking a little different and it's not as easy as it was for the boomers.
It's human nature, right? Europe is very heavy government, XYZ, and the US is pretty much becoming just like Europe. Europe used to be a superpower. now it's the US. But as you kind of, start going down in the spectrum, you start going more towards like welfare, etc. I know like him, he's like preaching like leave your country, go to these other places. But do you think they're going to go down the same route as the US and Europe, since that's practically human nature, what we're going through?